Hello and welcome to a new episode of Geek Lunch Meet. I'm your host Chris, as usual, and it's a special episode. It's the 100th episode of Geek Lunch Meet. So a big thank you to everyone who has viewed since I started the channel back during the first lockdown, I think it was. So a big thank you to everyone who's watched and subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, why not subscribe to the channel? It will really help us out a great deal. And hit the like button if you like what you see. Helps us out a great deal. And I hope you also liked our new theme music provided by my very good friend Ian. So thank you very much to him for doing that. And he's also responsible for the content of today's video because he recently went on holiday to Florida. And of course, he went to visit Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars themed park in Disney World, as any good geek would. He asked me if there's anything I wanted that he could pick up for me whilst he was out there. And because they're exclusive to Galaxy's Edge and because I've always wanted one, I said, could you pick me up Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, because it's my absolute favourite lightsaber design from all of Star Wars, and luckily enough they had one and he picked it up for me. So I thought today we'll do a bit of an unboxing and have a geek out over this fantastic looking prop replica. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at the Legacy Edition Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi lightsaber. So just before we look at the saber itself, you can see my friend also brought me back. This is one of the Coca-Cola bottles that you get in Galaxy's Edge. Obviously everything in the park is mainly themed to be sort of in universe, part of the Star Wars galaxy. So they do these Coke bottles. As you can see, it's shaped looks a bit like a thermal detonator, and it's got Coca-Cola written on there in Aurebesh, which is the written language of Star Wars. They all speak Basic, and they write Aurebesh, which you can find plenty of websites where you can download the alphabet and translate bits yourself. I think they also do Diet Coke and Sprite and things like that. But as you can see, it's just a nice little souvenir. It's quite an inexpensive way to pick up a souvenir from Galaxy's Edge. They're quite a nice touch. But enough of that, let's get on to Luke's lightsaber itself. So as you can see, it comes in this nice looking display box. We've got the Rebel Alliance symbol on the front in green. And we just push on that. And it opens up, and there you can see Luke's lightsaber in all its glory. There we go, take that out. It's solid metal. It feels fantastic. It's a real sort of tactile piece. I think first things first, it's just got a few little stickers, like warning stickers and things here. So I'll just take those off now. Okay, so the stickers are off. I always find it strange why companies that must know people are just going to take the stickers off. They're not going to want to display it with them on. Why they don't make them out of those stickers, those easy peel ones. But anyway, after a bit of faffing around, I finally managed to get them off. As you can see with the light reflecting off it, it's a beautiful, nice shiny finish to the metal as well. It's got it's not too heavy. It's got a nice weight to it. It certainly feels, it doesn't feel like a cheap plastic toy at all. And then if you need to change the batteries, the end cap unscrews here. It does actually come with batteries in it. This bit unscrews like that, and this bit comes out here. And that's there where the batteries go in. Now I'm assuming there is a screw down there, so I'm assuming you have to undo that screw, and that section will pop out for the ease of say it takes 3 batteries there, and that just goes back in like that. That just screws back on. So the I'd say it's not really a D ring, is it? The triangle ring for hang it on your belt sort of lines up nicely. Now it looks like saber is a bit different than some of the others you can get. So there's a whole range of different ones. I think my friend said they had Kylo Ren's, Ahsoka's, Leia's, and Rey's was there. And luckily this one, which obviously was the one I wanted. They do obviously lots of others, but they didn't have them in stock. So it's a bit sort of, sort of potluck of which ones they're going to have in stock when you go. But I'd say with Luke's one, because the emitter piece here, obviously in the design, is very thin. Now, when you want to put the blade in, now you don't have to buy the blade. The blades come separately. If you want to put a blade in, obviously this bit is too thin for the blade to go in. So we'll just put this down a second. And underneath this part here, and if you take this plastic cover off, you basically get another screw-in part, which, as you can see, is the same thing, but with a far wider piece here, so that you can actually put the blade in. Now, to change that, all you do, this bit unscrews. Sorry about the noise. It's got that very satisfying sort of metal on metal feeling when it unscrews. Then in here, there's like a plastic plug that comes out. This just screws back in. So obviously, if you were just going to display the hilt, yeah, you wouldn't have this piece in. But it's, it's necessary for attaching the blade, which I have got. So let me just grab that. So here's the blade. I think they come in various lengths. Now, this is quite a short one because I'm not the world's tallest person, so this one will probably suit me fine. And so if I can do this on camera, and basically the blade slots in, makes that noise, and then you turn it, and it's locked in place. So on Luke's lightsaber, the activation button is this black button here that slides forward. I'll turn it on. I'm not sure how much the blade is going to show up with the lights here, but we'll turn the lights off in a minute. You'll definitely be able to hear the humming noise. So there you go. It makes the ignition sound as it comes on. The light does travel up the blade. Likewise, when you turn it off, it travels back down the blade, as if it's retracting inside. So what I'll do now is turn the lights off and show you how the blade looks in the dark, and you can see the different sound effects as you move the lightsaber around, and when you hit things with it, and it makes the clashing noises and flashes as well. So there you have it, the utterly gorgeous Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi lightsaber, sure to be a highlight of any Star Wars fans' collection. Unfortunately, the only way you can get one is to go to Galaxy's Edge yourself in either Florida or California, or alternatively, it's paying big bucks for them, over the top price on eBay. Or next, like me, you get a good friend who goes, who picks one up for you. I hope you've enjoyed a look at this prop replica from Galaxy's Edge. Take care, and until next time, eat geek, be merry.